Whoa, you guys know that one company that used to make cars, but now they make Stephen Hawkmobiles? They just launched a giant robotic dog. If you don't believe me, here's some terrible AI renderation of their CEO riding one. Wow, amazing. Life just like video game. Look, it's Pokemon in real life. Look, guys, for $3,000, you get to ride this giant robot transport dog, and you get to ride it like a horse because this is what it depicts in the picture, right?
Robot dogs are now ready to transport people around the city. This is not the future, but reality.
Oh, really? You willing to put your soul on that? You willing to put your hood on that? How many dead homies are you willing to put on that? By the way, this is the clickbait, and this is what it looks like in real life. This is literally just an ATV that had a baby with a mall cop Segway. I mean, I guess it can climb stairs, that's pretty cool, but like, when have you been on a motorized vehicle and was like, oh man, you know, I really wish I could climb these stairs right now. Guys, big news. At SeaWorld, a dolphin named Hit learned a new trick. I did not see this coming. Wow, isn't that amazing news, guys? A dolphin in our amazing world learned a new trick. A dolphin named Hit learned... Wait. A dolphin named Hit. Adolf Hit learned... I don't know if it's just me being a boomer, but I've seen so many of these, like, false or heavily exaggerated scientific posts on both Instagram and Facebook, and it's like, for the past 10 years of my life, I've been getting beamed with these like posts where it's like, surprise, we found the cure for cancer, we finally done it this time, guys. Like, sometimes I be feeling bad for spreading misinformation on the internet. I be doing it just for fun. But hey, you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. However, on June 35th, 2019, JVP made enemies with the wrong player. In a single Gervonta Jones...
Wait, did he say June 35th? He said June 35th or some shit? What are you talking about?
However, just to get a reaction out of people, just to abuse my power as a YouTuber. I feel like sometimes YouTubers just say anything and people will believe it. But if there's one thing you should believe out of a YouTuber's mouth, it should be today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is freecash.com. Freecash.com is a side hustle website where you get to test apps for money. If there's one YouTuber sponsorship that you need to lock in on, it is this one. I promise you guys can just go on this app, test mobile games and other apps, and they will pay you out for this. You can use the link in my description or the QR code and just sign up with an email and immediately start testing out mobile games. If you're a teenager or just looking for a really easy side hustle to complete, this might be the side hustle for you. And look, here's me playing this cute little SpongeBob game. Don't you guys want to be just like Ibs and play the cute little SpongeBob game? You're gonna download this app using the QR code, and you're gonna play the cute little SpongeBob game, and you're gonna make money from it. The average time until a user makes its first cash out is about 17 minutes. On average, yesterday, users made $37, and in total, free cash has given away $50 million. So why not start earning now? All you have to do is click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen. Alright, now back to the video. Like, imagine actually having cancer and being like, oh my god, wait, my life might be saved, just to realize you just got clickbaited. Like, look at this guy, Partha Nandi, MD, and he has to put his watermark twice on this photo, because somebody might motherfuck steal. In shocking drug trial, cancer vanishes in all participating patients. Alright, buddy. So I clicked the link down in the comment section, and as soon as I click on it, get 43% off of your first purchase of his Dr. Mandi Mind Biotic. So I'm glad you're just using people that have cancer and clickbaiting them in order for them to buy your supplements. Stanford researchers developed a molecule that forces cancer cells to unalive themselves. And then there's absolutely no source in the post. Like, I don't mean to be like one of them, source, but like, if you're gonna be talking about some cancer breakthrough, you think you would at least, add a source to that. Not only that, but in the image, they say it was a Stanford researcher that developed this, but then in the caption, they say it's Penn State. So which one is it? If you can't even get your own caption right, what makes you think I'm gonna believe your post about killing cancer? Like, who are we trying to fool? The 60-year-old boomers who comment on the post of AI girls despite having a wife and kids? Oh yeah, okay, if we're trying to fool those guys, yeah, that's a pretty easy target. But these posts used to actually get me. I'd be scrolling, say, oh yeah, they found a way to kill cancer. You know, I'm sure that'll pop up somewhere in 5 years. And then it doesn't come, and I'm like, no, actually, I need to look into these posts, because if you actually pay attention to these posts, you would realize all of them are bullshit. Like, we have old Brenda over here. Sign me up for it. I've ran out of treatment options. Like, how do you sleep at night after clickbaiting somebody like this? Like, you have a dying cancer patient on your post talking about how they need this treatment, and your post is a fake clickbait thing. Like, look at this. Mushrooms communicate with each other using up to 50 words, scientists claim. You sound schizophrenic. Like, you're telling me these mushrooms are talking. I mean, despite there being no source added to this post, for some reason, I actually do believe them. Like, they claim that the mushrooms send tiny electrodes to each other and that they're in a pattern resembling a vocabulary. This is actually kind of viable. But it pisses me off, too, how there's so many pretentious, wannabe scientific, pseudo-intellectuals in the comment section. Like, this guy's like, what shocks me is so many humans think that they're the only intelligent life form. Oh my god, this baby kitten that's 5 days old knows how to cry for its mother for milk. It surprised me that humans think they're the only intelligent life form. Yeah, when these mushrooms build a skyscraper, then call me hippie. This is the type of guy to see this post and then stop adding mushrooms to his vegan diet because he saw that mushroom speak an electrode vocabulary. And then this guy started talking about how insects know how to build oxygen tanks underwater and know when to get more oxygen too. Like, this guy is so easily impressed when insects know how to fucking breathe. Don't get me wrong, I love God's creations too, and I'm really impressed by them as well. But a water beetle is nowhere near the level of intelligence of a human. I mean, look at this, bro. Like, they just keep going on and on and on about it. Like, there's so many accounts posting this same exact post with the same exact ChatGPT caption. Sometimes it's funny when you see these posts because they actually start conflicting sometimes. Like, scientists may have discovered a way to reverse brain aging using cannabis. What if cannabis could actually reverse brain aging? New research and might say it just might. Okay, well then you, Neil deGrasse Tyson Facebook page has no affiliation with the real Neil deGrasse Tyson, and you, Fact Point, is gonna have to battle Neuroscience News, who says study finds a 23% increase in dementia risk for heavy cannabis users. Also, I know that's not the real Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's just that these people have been using him in order to promote these fake-ass scientific facts. Not that the real Neil deGrasse Tyson actually knows what he's talking about anyways, but you know that there's some Karen on here that's like, well, they said it on the Neil deGrasse Tyson Facebook page, so I know it's true. A lot of people also be spreading misinformation to have some kind of, like, geopolitical stir-up. Like, they're just trying to cause drama within the world or something. Like, beginning in 2026, Saudi Arabia will permit alcohol sales at approximately 600 locations. But if you do a quick Google search, you'll see, well, actually, it's not even that simple because this rumor spread so far and wide that even Google got contaminated. On May 26, Economic Times said Saudi Arabia will allow the limited sale and consumption of alcohol in 2026. Then one day later, 1 Mile at a Time says Saudi Arabia denies reports that it will lift its alcohol ban as of 2026. Wine Intelligence, the most reputable news source in the world, says Saudi Arabia to license alcohol in select locations from 2026. Right above it, it says Saudi denies any alcohol bans being lifted in 2026. Countries where the act of murder is considered to be culturally taboo. And then only a few select countries are selected. Source, trust me, bro, the actual source comes from a Reddit user called Pornboy, aka The Kid J. This guy is actually a very reputable reporter, and he's traveled to every single country asking about their policy on murder. Where are the world's most beautiful women? Oh, yeah, Yeah, this seems like a decent chart. Oh, by number of Reddit upvotes. Countries with the lowest quality of life. You know, I fact-checked this, and this is actually true. These are the lowest 25 countries with the lowest quality of life. But I do find it kind of interesting that instead of making the chart symmetrical down to 30, instead the person decided to put a graphic of a family. And you want to know why they did this? Because if they were to count down to 30, India then would be on the list of countries with the lowest quality of life, and this account is based in India. And then we have a bunch of people trying to use the Palestine-Gaza situation in order to cause infighting among the Arab world. This is not Saudi Arabia's 600 billion, nor Qatar's 1.2 trillion, nor the UAE's 1.5 trillion. It's China delivering food to Gaza. Except for it's not. I mean, they did, but like this video is not China though. Like they didn't airdrop it. They sent trucks to Gaza. They didn't airdrop it. Countries that have participated in airdrops include the United States, Jordan, wow, an Arab country, United Arab Emirates, wow, the UAE, Egypt, wow, another Arab country, France, Germany, United Kingdoms, Netherlands, and then in other countries, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. What was this post trying to achieve? That China is doing more than the Arabs when that's not true? And don't get me wrong, yeah, like China did send in aid and, you know, good for them. But like, why would you lie about something so serious and trying to like tear people apart in the world? You know, like you're lying about offering aid to like starving people. And then you're trying to, on top of that, you're trying to use that in order to tear people apart and ruin relations. And I mean, look how many people just reposted it and are like sharing the same reel, and it's just spreading everywhere. Dude, this is such a rumor. Like, do people not even fact check shit anymore, or do they just, you know, see the opportunity to clickbait people? But I guess, you know, using cancer patients and starving people in a humanitarian crisis, I guess that's people just don't have morals nowadays, huh? I guess that's fair for clickbait now. Have you ever seen somebody try to like twist the truth in order for it to sound kind of bad? Like this guy right here, I don't know who this guy is. I just randomly came across him on Instagram, and he was talking about whey protein. Now, before I play the clip, if you're uneducated to what whey protein is made out of, what would you guess it's made out of? With the context clue being this guy complaining about it. A, bugs. B, soy protein. C, a cheese byproduct. Or D, poop. Yes, that's poop as in poop from a butt. If you chose A, bugs, then you'd be wrong because it's actually a cheese byproduct, and this guy is complaining about literally nothing.
Nobody wants to tell these unfortunate bodybuilding customers is why people are selling whey protein. They're selling whey protein because when you take milk and you convert it into cheese, as the cheese becomes solid, you have all this water that's left over, and you have to drain it out. That water has whey protein in it. And
oh my God, I can't believe it. The water that came from cheese has protein in it? Dude, that's terrible. These unfortunate bodybuilders, dude. Somebody sound the alarms. We have to let them know that they're eating cheese. Oh my God, that's terrible.
For many years, the dairy farmers couldn't figure out what to do with all of that whey. They would bury it in a landfill. They would pay people to take it away.
Get it? They took the whey away? They would pay people to take the whey away? Okay, yeah. I'll just...
And somebody found out a number of years ago that they could dehydrate it, put it in a tub, and put it on the shelf and say, this will build your muscles. And sadly, people believed it.
Because it's true? Like, what is this guy's argument? Oh, because people used to throw it away and bury it in landfills, it doesn't build muscle? Is this guy upset that they really found a purpose for waste? Like, don't we usually celebrate that? Like, this guy's, like, angry that, like, instead of throwing away a byproduct, people are actually consuming it and putting it to use. Like, that makes me so angry. People are eating cheese. Dehydrated cheese.
And they buy it. To this day, that's what it is. It's the junk of the cheese industry.
It's not really junk, though, if people are buying it and consuming it and getting results with it. I don't know who this guy is, if he's some kind of doctor or some kind of health advisor. But I have 3 theories about why he's talking about this. One, he's either a vegan that just is against animal consumption all around. I think that's unlikely because he's talking about the junk of the cheese industry and not attacking the cheese industry as a whole. 2, this might be out of context and he's complaining about the price of whey protein because I'll be honest, yeah, it might be a little bit overpriced for a cheese byproduct, but it's really not when you compare it to the price of other protein sources. Or 3, he's trying to sell a competitor product and now is just trying to tear down whey protein to sell another product, or he's sponsored by another competitor product or something like that. Either way, I think this guy is just a genuine retard. I mean, this would be like taking the egg yolk and then calling the egg whites the junk of the egg industry or something. I also hate the stigma that bodybuilders are some like idiots that don't know what they're putting in their body, when it's actually the opposite. They are very self-conscious of what they're putting in their body, and they probably already know that whey protein is a cheese byproduct, and they just don't care because that's such a nothing burger. God, I feel like Moist Critical or Reddit are saying nothing burger, but this is genuinely such a nothing burger. Like, you would think this guy complaining about whey protein, they were eating bugs or like cum or something. Like, if this guy was like, hey, you know, like, whey protein is dehydrated cow cum, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's disgusting. But he's like, it's dehydrated cheese water. Who cares? And I hate this like terminology he uses, like these unfortunate bodybuilders are eating dehydrated cheese. Sadly, people are buying dehydrated cheese. Like, where is this pity coming from? Like, you're showing pity to people who are eating cheese? Like, he's laughing at people for eating dehydrated cheese water. Like, nice muscles, dude, but I bet you had to eat dehydrated cheese water to get it. Fucking smug bastard. Like, US fires the world's most powerful laser 100 times the power of the global electricity use. What? Are you fucking kidding me? The longest English word has 189,819 letters, which takes it 3 hours to pronounce. Well, I know a guy that can get it done in 2 minutes. Not this guy. No, not this guy. This guy. Single women own million more homes than single men in the US. What? This is terrible. How? With Brazilian super cows reportedly close to achieving world domination. What the physicist bend time inside of a diamond, creating a new phase of matter known as time quadricycles. What in the name of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 villain bullshit is this? In the Al Nafud Desert, Saudi Arabia has set up solar-powered laser beacons to help lost travelers find their way to water sources. Oh my god, this is just like Minecraft! Does that mean that Saudi Arabia has officially beat the Wither? Scientists just achieved the first ever communication between two people in their dreams. Use a bitch. It's official. Spending more than 4 years on Mars would kill a human. Wait, what do you mean by it's official? What does that even mean? We had judges deciding this? We sent a human to Mars, and after 4 years they died? What do you mean it's official? I just don't understand what people gain from lying, you know? Like, this is the shift pattern from a 1962 Freightliner semi-truck. This would definitely eliminate a lot of drivers if this was still a thing, but man, how many could actually drive this?
They got soft hands. Yeah. They ain't a driver.
Nobody, because this isn't the real shift pattern. This is what it would actually look like, which is nothing compared to what this mumbo jumbo is. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you have to go all the way down like this to 4. Nobody's driving like this, man. This is AI generated. Like, notice how there's not even a reverse gear. Like, why would you lie? Why would you not just go and get the actual image? Which the actual image still looks pretty hard to shift on, but like, why would you go and grab like an AI generated version that looks completely different? I just don't understand, like, you know? The world record for playing video games without a break is 138 hours. You know, this is actually true, but it's not her. She's literally holding a certificate that says 43 hours and 3 minutes. I just assume that maybe this image is more flashy and clickbaity and gets the attention people more than this guy playing Black Ops 2 straight for 138 hours. Now, I don't mean to be racist, but whenever I hear the term a Chinese scientist, my brain just immediately shuts off and I don't believe anything that I hear. Scientists invent infrared contacts that enable vision in the dark and through eyelids. Scientists in China, yep, nope, turned off. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, when we're deployed in World War III in China and we start getting picked off in the middle of the night, then I'll start believing it. This new timber is 50 times stronger than steel. Will enter production later this year. I don't know. It was made in the University of Maryland, but it's Chinese scientists holding it. China starts building non-binary AI chips for planes and smart tech. Wait. What is a non-binary AI chip? What does that even mean? I thought all computer chips were non-binary. I mean, what AI chips are now a part of the LGBTQ? Like, what is this? German scientists have created transparent wood. See, now this is German technology. I believe in that. Wait, is this, did the Germans do it or did the Swedish do it? Who did it? Just kidding, guys. This is another thing where I'll believe it when I see it. You know, like, I don't believe this shit either. Chinese, Swedish, German, I don't care. It is scientifically feasible to depopulate India in 48 hours. Oh my god, Zheng Kui Li. I'm so sorry I doubted you, Chinese scientist. Just kidding, guys. I love you, India. Some of you guys. I love some of you guys. A fraction of you guys. Despite its 3.6 million salary, no one is willing to work this lighthouse due to extreme isolation and harsh conditions. Nobody? No one at all. Guys, you heard that. We all would never, ever work at this lighthouse for 3.6 million. Nope, nope, nope. None of you in the comment sections that are now commenting, I would do it. Nope, it says no one, meaning you answered a survey at one point saying that you would never do this job. Sorry, nope, not hiring. They actually surveyed all 8 billion people on Earth, and every single one of them turned this down. Even the starving kid in Africa that could do wonders with this money, he said, nope, fuck that shit. I'm not doing all of that. Then we have these Sigma males inside the hidden private school where billionaire kids are top power, not math. I thought everybody got through their Sigma phase back in like 2022 or something, dude. Like, we're still doing this? These schools don't teach algebra. They teach dynasty strategy. While your kid is solving for X, their kid is mastering how to control government. Welcome to the billionaire classroom. It reminds me of that meme where it's like rappers be like, man, while you're in the 5th grade solving math, I was out in the streets serving crack. Like, okay. Like, what, you're telling me now billionaire kids don't know how to do algebra, basic algebra? I highly doubt that. There are 50 plus elite schools globally. You won't find them on Google Maps. Tuition, $150K per year. Yeah, I'm sure that they're going to be charging the sons of billionaires $150K per year. Only $150K per year to teach them on how to be mastermind evil billionaires. What they learn year 1 through 3, diplomatic negotiation, how to spot a weak leader, investment structure via trusts, security protocol in hostile regions, no grades, no lectures, just real life simulations run by ex-diplomats and ex-CIA. So it's run by ex-CIA, and it's not on Google Maps, but you, this random Instagram page, somehow knows all about it. Yeah, really? If anybody buys this, you are genuinely retarded. I'm sure there's some kind of like elite private school for billionaire children or some shit. I doubt it. It is like whatever this guy is trying to make up in his fictional head. Now to wrap it all the way back to the Suzuki dog thingy, here's another post about it because having one AI dog wasn't enough, apparently. Just kidding, guys. I actually got one more. Breaking news. International Space captures breathtaking strawberry moon over Indonesian skies June 10th. This is a totally real photo and is definitely not AI generated. I actually know the guy that took this photo. They actually threw him up into the atmosphere to snap this photo. Also, why did they link the location in Indonesia when this is taken from outer space? You just know that the satellite that took this photo was coincidentally right above this exact location in Indonesia? No, it's AI.